Have you ever wondered, what if you've already met your soulmate and didn't realize it? What if the person God has for you has already crossed your path, quietly, without signs or certainty? And what if you missed it, simply because it didn't look the way you expected? Don't miss this, because when God writes a love story, it rarely begins with fireworks. It begins with alignment. Here are 4 ways God reveals your soulmate, often when you least expect it. 1. God prepares you before the person appears. God will never send the right person into the wrong version of you. So before He changes your relationship status, He starts by transforming your heart. Because in God's design, love is not just emotional, it is intentional. It is not built on chemistry alone, but on calling, purpose, and spiritual weight. And that kind of love requires preparation. Think of your heart like soil. A wise gardener doesn't plant seeds into hardened ground and expect growth. He first breaks the soil, removes the weeds, clears the stones. Only then does He plant something valuable. In the same way, God begins to work beneath the surface of your life. He removes attachments that once felt right. He exposes wounds you thought were healed. He allows certain things to fall apart, so something better can be built. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think nothing is happening. They think love is being delayed. But preparation often feels like loss, until you realize it was protection. In Genesis, Adam had purpose before he had partnership. He had identity before he had intimacy. Eve didn't complete him. She aligned with what God had already established. That is the blueprint. So if this season feels quiet, or even lonely, remember this: God is not withholding love from you. He is preparing you to carry it. 2. Your paths cross in ways you didn't plan. What looks like coincidence is often divine choreography. God rarely introduces your soulmate through your expectations. He does it through alignment, through moments that feel ordinary, but are anything but. Think about this: the place you almost didn't go, the opportunity you almost declined, the conversation you didn't expect to matter. What if that was the intersection? In the story of Ruth, she happened to end up in the field of Boaz. But what looked random was actually arranged. Ruth wasn't chasing love. She was walking in obedience, and that obedience led her into alignment. Read that again. You don't find what God has for you by chasing it. You step into it by becoming who you're called to be. Because God orders movement, not perfection, not control, but obedience. And when the time is right, you won't have to force the connection. Because what God aligns will not require striving. 3. The right person will strengthen your faith, not compete with it. This is where many people miss it. They choose based on feelings, but ignore alignment. But a God-ordained relationship will never require you to disconnect from God, to stay connected to someone else. Let that sink in. If you have to silence your convictions, ignore your calling, or compromise your faith just to keep them, that is not love. That is distraction, because the right person won't just understand you. They will strengthen you. They won't just comfort you. They will challenge you to grow. They won't pull you away from God. They will walk with you toward Him. In Scripture, relationships aligned with God always carried purpose. They built together. They prayed together. They moved in the same direction. Because real alignment produces peace, not confusion, not pressure, not emotional chaos. So ask yourself honestly, does this connection bring me closer to God, or slowly pull me away? Because what comes from God will always lead you back to Him. 4. God confirms through peace and through people who see clearly. When something is truly from God, it does not live in confusion. It is confirmed, not just through emotion, but through peace, a steady, grounded knowing that doesn't need constant reassurance. Because peace is not passive, it is direction. And beyond that, God often confirms through people, wise voices, spiritual mentors, those who are not emotionally attached to your feelings, but invested in your future. This is where many people hesitate, because they trust chemistry more than clarity. But feelings can be imitated. Alignment cannot. The enemy can create intensity, but he cannot produce consistent, godly confirmation. So, if something is truly from God, it will stand in the light. It will hold up under wisdom. It will be affirmed, not hidden. And if there is confusion everywhere, that is your answer. Because what God builds does not need to be forced into place. It fits. A word for the waiting heart. Maybe you've been waiting longer than you expected, praying, healing, trying to stay faithful, while nothing seems to align. And deep down you've wondered, what if it never happens for me? But hear this clearly. You are not being overlooked. You are being positioned. God is not delaying your love. He is refining it. Because the kind of love He is preparing for you is not just meant to feel good. It is meant to last. You don't have to chase what heaven is arranging. You don't have to settle out of loneliness. And you don't have to lose yourself to be chosen. Because when it's truly from God, you won't have to question it. You will recognize it. And when that moment comes, it won't feel rushed. It won't feel forced. It will feel aligned. Because what God orchestrates, He also sustains. So keep becoming, keep trusting, keep walking. Because one day, you may look back and realize you didn't miss it. You were being led to it all along. Comment, trust. If you believe what is meant for you will never miss you.